What's going on, people? Hello, I'm Kramer Sansone, and welcome into Chiefs Comments and also your concerns with Kramer. That's moi, Kramer, right here. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful Thursday afternoon. Just let you know, every single Thursday at 2:30, no matter what, you'll see this face on this channel right here, Foolish Club Media. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Do all the nines for us. Comment, because, I mean, this is a comment show. So this show is basically for you, run by moi. So I was just setting up the filler out there. As the music's still playing, let's go. That's a good vibe. It's a good day, especially on a Thursday. It's hot in Kansas City, with things wrapping up for the day, actually, here media-wise. But, yeah, like I said, the show is for your guys, for me to read off your comments, questions, concerns, and it's literally going to be absolutely anything. Like, I will literally talk about anything Chiefs related as possible right here on the Chiefs Comments with Kramer. But every single Thursday right here, 2:30, be prepared, because you never know what's going to come out of this mouth, what's going to be shown for this, because it's comments. We already know how a deep dive into the YouTube comment section every once in a while on other types of videos. And you notice that there's a lot of hectic things to say. So after this is posted up there, after this is live, I mean, like I said, we're live usually, typically majority of the time on 2:30 on Thursday. So get that engraved into your mind. You guys say some wacky crap. And I just want to say this right now. I will post it and I will talk about it. So that's exactly what's going to happen here. But you know what we're going to do? Let's just get to the show that's provided by moi.
Let's get to the comments.
Of course, we will get to the comments. Ooh, this is on loop. Of course it is. Also, like I said, even during this live feed, if you have a comment during this, I will feature it as well. So that is how this thing will go.
Let's get to the comments.
Now I understand why you take the loop off. Yeah, I know what I'm doing here. I do. Okay, so the first comment that has came through is coming from Jabin. Most explosive Chiefs wide receiver group that Mahomes has had. I kind of have to agree with you on this one. We saw last year how the Chiefs were able to basically make wine out of water with what they had in the receiving core, what Mahomes was able to elevate the receiving potential, whether if it was from Rashee Rice, who had an excellent second half of the season, or if it was being bailed out by Travis Kelce, or having that deep ball every once in a while to Justin Watson. And now with the he's not there anymore. MVS, we have to talk about his contract and how many drops he had, but every once in a while he'd come through in the clutch. I actually thought last year we were going to see a lot come through with Sky Moore, but we saw how that ended. It's not looking great. Even to this day, I'm not sure how Sky Moore is even going to be even used for this team, but it doesn't matter. Mahomes last year was able to make everything out of something. Even if it was a small, minuscule part, he was able to add because of the ability he's able to at the quarterback helm. And now the fact that the Chiefs were able to add around him, bringing in Hollywood Brown, drafting Xavier Worthy, which I still cannot believe they traded up to get Xavier Worthy. That wasn't the Bills that made the trade with them. It's like, what are we doing here, Bills? Why are you still giving everything to the Chiefs? And this, all we have to say here in the Chiefs Kingdom is thank you, Buffalo. If this wasn't for Buffalo, the Chiefs wouldn't be where they're at today. And they still added to that. This is a damn good wide receiver core. And I am going to be thoroughly shocked if they somehow don't even make it back a deep playoff run because of how talented it is. And the fact that Mahomes finally doesn't have to do, I mean, he's still going to do Mahomes things. He's going to do a lot of stuff. And I'm not sure what fell behind me. Could have been a possible cat or two. A great receiver group, and you're still having a Hall of Famer at the tight end helm still there. The sky's the limit when it comes to this Chiefs wide receiver core. It's insane. Good, bravo on Brett Veach. I mean, you probably hear this all the time if you tune into Veach season with Rocky and I. Nothing but praises this entire offseason for what Brett Veach has done to add to this. Especially, I know it's a prove-it year for Hollywood Brown, but we don't care about what's happening next year. We're worried about this year and winning it this year. So what does Brett Veach do? Add Hollywood Brown on that prove-it deal. And I bet you anything that Hollywood Brown is going to prove it. And I'm hoping he's going to bring it as well. But no, I think this is the most explosive Chiefs wide receiver group that Mahomes has ever had, and it is going to show mightily. On to the next one. Some woos. Wide receivers might be sneaky elite group, actually, from what he said. Worthy can stretch the field. Hollywood is a speedster, Kelsey Hall of Famer, and young, talented supporting cast. And the thing is, you didn't even mention Rashee Rice on this one, unless he's part of the young, talented supporting cast. This is I don't get it. I don't understand how you're able to get all this talent into one building and being able to do it at a cheap rate, I guess, if that's what you want to classify it. I mean, you guys are getting paid. I mean, I don't expect Hollywood Brown to be a Kansas City Chief next season because I don't really worry about next season. I want to see what the Chiefs can do this season, and then we'll worry about whatever the contract it is, whether if he wants to re-sign or stay or do whatever he wants to at the end of the year. But this is this is back-to-back. This could be the wide receiver comment show because of how much people are invested into this wide receiver core or how it's actually going to be able to gel, be able to work. So, yeah, that's good. That's such a good wide receiver core. This was also just live coming through in here from how about those Chiefs? Bills stay taking L's. Yeah, the Bills still take the L's no matter what. The Bills have been taking L's since the 90s, since the 80s, since the 70s. When was the last time before this recent stint with the Bills that they actually been kind of relevant? Was it when Ryan Fitzpatrick was there? Heck, who was before Ryan Fitzpatrick as a quarterback? I can't even name it to you. Who was there was a quarterback that was drafted that's supposed to be the next best thing. I think in the 2010s, maybe 2000s. Was it EJ Manuel? Was that supposed to be the time the Bills took an L on that draft pick? Very bad. No, the Bills always continue to stay and take L's. All right, this one's from Jordan. I've been keeping an eye on Kelsey's enthusiasm. Are there any telling signs he's ready to hang it up? That's deep. Because we know what Travis Kelce does off the field. I mean, it's kind of hard not to know what he's doing because his girlfriend is Taylor Swift. Do I think he's not enthusiastic about playing football? No, this is what he was born to do. Whether if it was born to play football or if he was born to talk on a podcast, host a show, be on TV, be an actor, be a movie star. I mean, that could be also as well. Travis is trying to win championships. I don't know if he's going to hang it up at the end of this season. If I'm him, if you are happy with life, then why change what you're doing? Unless you get seriously injured or hurt, which I pray and hope nothing like that ever happens to anybody when they play a sport, then that's the question mark of, is it time to hang it up? When was the last time we've seen a serious injury from Travis Kelce? I'm knocking on wood right now. Sorry if it's picking up on the mic. But we haven't really seen a big Trav injury in a hot minute, if there has even been one. I can't even envision him not being able to be on the field for more than 3 or 4 weeks because I feel like he's always there helping and elevating this entire team. I'll keep an eye out on it. If you're keeping an eye on it too, Jordan, maybe this is the time in the year that we might see Kelce decide to, this might be it. This might be we three-peat. I'm going out on a high note. But do you really think we can sit back and enjoy the fact that Kelce's going to leave on a high note? No, Kelce's going to want to win another one. He's going to win another one. He's going to want to do another one. Just because he has Taylor Swift as his girlfriend doesn't mean he should end and stop doing what he's doing that keeps and makes him happy. Seriously, that's selfish. That's just selfish on Taylor's part. That's the case. Plus, also too, I hear that Swifties have been mad or are like they feel sad for Travis Kelce having to live up in a dorm for a month, knowing that he was just traveling the world with Taylor Swift, doing the highest of the classes of classiness, the 5-star resorts, the luxury apartments, the high class, high end, everything, going to a Division 2, dorm room. I mean, you can't really compare apples to oranges, but I mean, I'd rather be in London than up in Missouri, up at Missouri Western. I'm not saying that throw shade at Missouri Western because I'm a Bearcat, go Bearcats, but I get it, I understand. But hey, Swifties, you are brand new to this. You joined in middle part of the season. You probably don't understand what the heck spring training, actually not spring training, that's baseball. You don't actually probably understand what the cycle is like in the NFL here. Like they have to go to training camp up in St. Joe and live in a crappy dorm room for a month. That's just what the mindset that Andy Reid wants them in, because he wants them in football mode no matter what, because that's where it started, was in those small town schools like Missouri Western. Then again, we know Travis went to Cincinnati, so it was a bigger type school. But going to that Division II up in St. Joe, I'm pointing north right now, pointing towards St. Joe. At least I know my directions. It's just saying, you can't say that Kelsey's enthusiasm is not there. He had a sweet mustache, kind of like why I kind of have the mustache going right now, because I'm just trying to be like Killer Trav, I guess, or is Killer Trav trying to be like me? I always rock the mustache if you guys didn't know. That's just how I go. So, yeah, by the way, for tuning in throughout this, if you have a comment, it will definitely be played on this show right now if you do comment in the comment section, whether if you're on YouTube, Twitter, or if you want to tweet at me on Twitter, I can also get that into you as well. On to the next one. From Cameron. Tony needs cut before Sky Moore. I don't know about this one, Cameron. I don't. I was so high on Sky Moore last season. I was hoping, and I wanted him to do well. Because he reminded me of a guy trying to earn his shot, earn his rightful spot into the wide receiver group. Kind of reminds me of back when Darwin Thompson was trying to earn that spot into the Kansas City Chiefs running back group. They gave him opportunity after opportunity. It's just he couldn't do nothing with it. And then last year when I saw Sky Moore was wide open on was it like a fade corner? Like he was going to go to the corner, like it was for a first down. He did not expect that he was going to get the ball anytime. If you are a wide receiver on the Chiefs, every single play, you better expect you're going to get the football. The fact that he did not expect to get the football on that play and gave up while the ball is literally right above him, that is my, all right, I'm done with you. And I think that was halfway through the season last year. I'm done trying to support you. I'm just done. I'm over with. Do I think Tony needs to be cut before Sky Moore? No. I think you can get more out of Tony than you do out of Sky Moore during practice, during a game, because they already made a role for Kadarius Toney to be a running back. He's easily taking running back reps right now in training camp. So I think Tony's going to stay before if they're cutting people out, Sky Moore's gone. I firmly believe Sky Moore's gone. I hate saying it because I want to make sure everybody gets there, gets their playing time, get paid, do whatever. But if we have to cut one of these guys right now, Tony or Moore, it's not Tony. You can, even though he has a litany of injury problems, he can't stay healthy majority of the time. He can't stay healthy for a full season. I'm still taking Kadarius Toney because of his explosiveness and what you can actually do as a gadget, then because he actually puts effort into when he's actually on the field. Is Sky Moore doing that? I saw in a game last year that he didn't. So how can I trust Sky Moore? I just can't. Just can't do it. Just can't do it. This is coming from Jake. Another Sky Moore thing. Nico Remigio will be what Sky Moore was supposed to be. What was Sky Moore supposed to be exactly? Is Sky Moore supposed to be that every down wide receiver, that slot wide receiver, that X or that Y? Is he supposed to be that? I haven't seen it. I barely saw it in college when he was playing. Nico Remigio? Maybe. I hope. Do I think Nico Remigio makes a spot? Maybe on the practice squad. I don't think Nico's on Beach season just on Monday or Tuesday. We talked about guys that we think would make the 53-man roster. I didn't have Sky Moore or Nico Remigio on my 53-man roster. I think Montreal Washington will actually get that role. That's just what I think. But if Nico Remigio can actually do better than what Sky Moore has done already, bravo. Keep it up. That's what I want to see. Excuse me. But it's Sky Moore is just not it. Sky Moore is not the answer. He's just not. On to the next one. From Travis. Travis Kelce himself, or just Travis. Just Travis. Kelce under 800 yards, going to fall off hard if he starts to slow down. Interesting. So I don't think Travis Kelce will fall off hard at all this year. I think he gets under 1,000 yards. I do. He got under 1,000 yards last year, and they added in an actual weapon for Patrick Mahomes, so it's going to get spread around a lot more. But there's no way Travis Kelce gets under 800 yards this year. If that's the case, then we know his enthusiasm from training camp isn't there. And like we would already be seeing the tell. I do think they will do a workload type management when it comes to Travis Kelce. Maybe because they brought in Irv Smith, they signed him via free agency. They drafted Wiley, who is a tight end, who is basically a Travis Kelce light. They already have Noah Gray still on this roster, so they could literally rotate their tight ends in and out. The only way Travis Kelce gets under 800 yards is for that reason. It is for that time management, that load management, that snap management for what they're trying to put under Travis Kelce. Now, if they can actually do that, I don't know if that's good for the offense. I don't. I think the offense runs so much better when Travis Kelce is on the field. Even if he's not getting targeted and he's just out there just clogging up space, trying to get a defender to keep an eye on him, maybe two defenders at the same time, that's freeing up a slot, your outside wide receiver, and then your wide receiver. You're literally freeing up a lot of room. And heck, even if you do two tight end sets, which I think they should probably start doing that more often, because I think they keep four. I do think they keep four running backs now. I know I said three. I believe I did say three the other day. I think they try to keep as many running backs as possible. But then again, Kadarius Toney ends up becoming a running back. He's still a wide receiver, running back type flex, kind of like what we're going to probably see with Reese Zamet. Whenever he does his kick return, punt returns, which I'm fingers crossed, hoping that he's the kick returner, punt returner Zamet is. So I don't think Travis gets under 800 yards. He gets under 800 yards if they start running two tight end sets and they do not target Travis Kelce. They either target Wiley or Noah Gray or Irv Smith. Either one. Is it Irv Smith that they signed? I feel like I hope someone fact check me on that one. For some reason, I can just see him right now as a tight end. But that, or if they start running the football more, they start doing more screens to the running backs. You just can't target Travis Kelce, and that's how hard that is. You know how hard that was to say is you can't target Travis Kelce, because no matter what, Travis Kelce is always wide open. No matter if you think he's not, he'll somehow figure out a way to catch that football and find that open space and work wonders. Yeah. Let's see if we got anything else. Nope, that will do it, folks. So like I said, every single Thursday at 2:30, we will go live here at the Foolish Club Media. There's a little icon up there. And yeah, whatever comment that you have for the Kansas City Chiefs, I will read it all on here. No matter whatever type of comment it is, it could be bad, it could be good, it could be meh. It couldn't even be we can keep it Chiefs related, but then whenever we get later on, if you don't want to do Chiefs related stuff, maybe it's a Taylor Swift thing, I could try to answer it to the best of my ability. I'll tell you this right now. Don't know much about Taylor Swift. I try to. Heck, I get quizzed on it every once in a while on the beach season. But yeah, please support this ever wonderful Foolish Club Media. There's, Ron, BK, myself, Rocky, Brad, the guys over on the UK side of things, which, by the way, guys, I know at some point you will you'll see this. Just let you know, the door is always open to come across the pond and get on my Chiefs comments with Kramer. But no, this will do it for this one. Please like, subscribe, follow, share it to one friend. Just share it to one. You don't have to share it to two. Share it to one. And have a good rest of your day, Kansas City. And I will talk to you all next week on trying to figure out what to do with this Kansas City Chiefs team and how well you know what? Not even how well. It's the Chiefs, baby. Are they three-peating or not? I'm curious to figure out with you. Have a good one, everybody.